If you need to call my father, if you need to call whoever, you can make the call. It's not an issue.
No, the department who are doing the check, they're supposed to do it. It's not in our power, so we cannot call anybody. We call.
So you guys don't verify. You guys can't cash the check, and I'm at the bank.
If the department tells me no, we cannot, and the department tells us no, so we cannot.
Okay, so is that the reason why she was able to confiscate my check?
No, she needs to keep the check for further investigation to see where it came from.
Okay, well she just told me that she does not confiscate checks.
She didn't
but
tell that.
She just said that. She just said that. I have it on recording of her just saying that. I said, do you confiscate the checks of everyone who comes in here? She said no. I said, so why did you confiscate mine?
Yeah, because the back office needs to investigate more on that check.
Okay, but if that's the case, then why don't you confiscate the checks of everyone else who comes in here? You don't want to cash the check because it's a $30,000 check, and I'm black, and you're telling me you can't verify it.
Delete the recording, please, because you're not allowed. You're in the bank and you're not allowed to record things.
I'm not deleting any recording unless you're gonna come take my phone and delete it for me. I'm not deleting anything because you don't want to be held accountable. You know that I can sue you for racial profiling, right? Because she just admitted on video she does not confiscate checks of people who walk in here, but you took my check. So what's the reason? If she doesn't confiscate, I'm not a child. You don't have a right to confiscate my money. Okay, so I'm telling you, why don't you call the person who sent me the check, my father?
She has to leave the branch now.
Who has to leave the branch?
We're closed already. You have to leave the branch now.
Okay. When you see yourself on the internet, don't be surprised. When you see yourself on the internet, don't be surprised. I don't have to... Now they're locking me in the bank.
They didn't lock you in the bank.
Yeah, you're locking me. If it's closed, okay. Thank you very much. So that door is unlocked?
No.
So that door is unlocked?
Only these down, so no customer coming.
Okay, so no problem. So that door is unlocked?
All of them is unlocked.
Okay, no problem.
But you have to wait here until police came.
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
So tell me why I literally never experience what I just experienced. I'm not the kind of person to come on here crying, but fuck Citibank because my dad sent me a check to pay off my rent for the next year, and that's it. And I go into Citibank to cash the check so I could pay my rent, and they confiscate my check and refuse to give it back, and they say, hey, we can't cash this. I said, why can't you cash it? They say, because we can't verify the check. I said, so what are you saying? They're like, we can't verify the check. I said, okay, so do you want to call my dad? He sent me the check from New York. If you want, I can, he can give you his bank routing number. She's like, no, we can't verify this check. I can't cash this check, and I'm confiscating the check. I said, why are you confiscating my check? If you're not going to cash my check, okay, then let me go to somewhere else that can cash my check, right? She's like, because I have to confiscate the check. I said, so what are you saying? Like, are you saying the check is fraudulent? Because it's not. Okay, and then I said, do you confiscate everyone's checks who comes in here that you can't verify? She's like, no. I said, okay, so then why are you confiscating mine? Okay, and then she said, she had nothing to say, so she walks away. She says, okay, we're going to call the cops. I said, no, I have this all on video of you literally saying that you only confiscated my check. Okay, and we all know why she fucking did that, okay? And then she says, okay, lock her in here. You can't leave here with that video. You can't leave here with that video. I said, okay, are you going to come to my phone and delete the video then? Then come to my phone and take my phone and delete the video then. Anyway, so then she tells him, the security, lock the door, lock her in the Citibank. She's not leaving here with that fucking video. I said, yes the fuck I am. They called the cops on me. Then eventually they just let me leave. But I'm so upset because I hear everyone talking about racial profiling and stuff, but like at the end of the day, like I just can't even, like, this is my fucking rent money, and to think that she was gonna confiscate my check, she did, but I ended up getting it back because I made her give me my check back. But to think that, like, I can't pay my rent right now because of fucking racist ass bitches who work at fucking Citibank. Guess who's suing Citibank?
They know what they were doing was wrong. That was why they did not want to be recorded. That was why they gave her back her check. Because if they had the right to hold on to her check for investigations, further investigations, they would not give it back to her. But they know what they were doing and they know they were going to get in trouble for it. That's why they didn't want to be recorded. That's why they held her back to delete recordings. And after all this, the bank froze her accounts. I hope she keeps evidence of her failed login attempts via screenshot and whatever means, message trail, email trail, notification. I hope she keeps everything because she's going to need it in court. She needs all that evidence put together. She already has the recordings, thank God. Thank God that we can now bring out our phones these days and record situations that we can use, because if she doesn't have video evidence like this, they're literally going to deny everything, but that's covered, right? So I hope she keeps track of everything that's going to come after: messages, emails, login, failed attempts, screenshot everything and use it in court. She also said that she lost her money, so the bank took her money. Like the hell? She needs to start taking screenshots of her bank account balance. She needs to print bank statements, because these are discrepancies orchestrated by the bank that are very clear, strong evidence that she could use. I feel very sad for this sister that she had to go through this very unfortunate encounter. She did not deserve this. You don't even have to be working in a bank for you to know that what they did is highly unethical. They are just asking to be sued. And that's why I'm like, I hope she sues them. And I hope she gets every single coin, because the mental and physical stress that they put her through, I do want to say that I would strongly appreciate it if no one makes any negative comments regarding this beautiful sister's appearance, because that's something I have been saying looking into this video now. I would appreciate it if we focus on the topic at hand, the situation at hand, which has absolutely nothing to do with her appearance. She's expressing herself how she chose to, with the colors and the piercing, and it's beautiful. If that's not how you roll, it's fine. We all should be free to express ourselves how we want to express ourselves without having to deal with the negative opinions of others who don't agree. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Hey guys, so I wanted to talk more about what happened yesterday and give you guys some more details, more context, and answer some of the questions that a lot of you guys had. But before I say any of that, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the outpouring, support. I don't even know what to say. I have this thing where I don't know, I just feel like when I post online or something, I get so nervous of hate, or I don't know. I find a way to think that everything's my fault, but I do appreciate everybody, just everyone's support and you guys being so nice to me. Okay, so I just want to say thank you first and foremost. Okay, so to answer some of your questions, do I bank at Citibank? Yes, I bank at Citibank, and I've been banking at Citibank for about 5 years now. So I didn't just, that's why I went there to cash the check, because, I bank there until now. The second thing was cashing the check. This is the biggest thing. When I say cash the check, I went in there to deposit the check into my bank account. I wasn't trying to walk around with $30,000 cash. I would never walk around with $30,000 cash. So it was just a deposit, not cash. But when I say cash, I guess it means the same thing to me, get the money out of the check. The teller's name, I did not get her name. All I have of her is that, the little snippet you see of the video that I posted right after. I didn't get her name. I wasn't thinking to do that. Sorry, those are my cats. Ignore that. The next thing, will I sue? Yes, I'm going to sue 100%. I live in Los Angeles. I don't really know anything about suing, but I'm spending all of today just researching lawyers and getting on that ASAP. Another thing was a GoFundMe. I'm not letting you guys give me a dime, but when I sue the fuck out of Citibank, I will give you guys a cut. I'm trying to think. What else? What was the check signed? Yes, the check was signed. The check was a perfectly fine check. There was nothing wrong with it. They didn't even try to deposit the check before they started saying it was, they had to investigate it and whatever the case may be. And yeah, that's basically about it. If you guys have any other questions. Oh, also another thing was, my rent being a lot. I live in Los Angeles and I live by myself. And when I moved to Los Angeles last year, I moved with my ex and we ended up breaking up. So obviously now I have all the expenses to deal with by myself, which is why I needed help with the expenses. You know, I just like hit financial struggle. But yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll answer all the questions today. Again, I appreciate you guys' support and I love you guys. You know, I never make content like this, so, you know.